So welcome on into episode 2 of the Can I Learn a Forehand or How I Learned a Forehand series. And we are still trying to figure it out because of the fieldwork day really kind of dinging up my shoulder. I'm going to pull it back even more to just bare bones, working on wrist flicking, just getting the arm movement, and see if we can progress it further to accomplish step 1 of can I do a throw that's repeatable that doesn't hurt my body. So we're going to strip it down, go with some basics, and see if we can work up from there. It seems common to start with just a flick, just standing up, get your wrist cocked, and just start there. So that's what I've been doing. I'll show you what it looks like. Doesn't really matter how far it goes right now, you're just trying to really get a feel of that flick. And here's what it looks like. So it's just here. And I'm just using my putters, and I'm trying to get it with no flutter. And about 95% of them flutter, but every once in a while I get one that doesn't. I'm out here putting pretty much every day, probably to the basket over here. And dang, every day when I come out to throw my putts, I've been getting some of those flicks in. I'm just working on that and trying to get it, just trying to get the feel of that snap down, and really starting with just building it from my wrist. And then I'll show you exercise 2 I learned from a different video that I will link in the description if I can refine that one. So this video, the guy had a lot of great information, but what I took away from it had to do with slide the forehand. Picture like there's a table in front of you and you're sliding the disc along the table before you get to the end of snap. So just trying to keep it on that. Something about that really resonated and clicked with me. So once I've done some of these to warm up, then I'll upgrade it to trying to picture it just sliding on that table. So I'm not going full throw, not really doing much with the lower body at the moment, just getting that. And so far, I haven't felt any of that pinching or burning in my rotator cuff or shoulder area. So I think I'm gonna stick with those 2 for now and just keep working up to goal number 1. Find a way to forehand that is repeatable I can do without hurting myself. If you also struggled to learn a forehand, let me know what worked for you. What tips did you find? What tricks? What mental cues for your swing? Maybe it was a video that you found. Give me a recommendation. I'm open to hear ideas because I don't feel stuck right now. I have a plan, but I'm learning, I'm new, interested to hear what helped you guys. So for episode 2, that's kind of all I got right now. I feel like this is going to be a long process over, several weeks or months of me trying to get this thing figured out. I don't know why it's so hard for me to get my brain and body around, but it just really has been a struggle for me to understand like how to throw a forehand and make it repeatable and hit a line that I'm trying to hit. So hopefully we'll get it figured out. I appreciate you guys coming with me on the journey. Any advice, comments, feedback, leave them below. I'll catch you on the next one.